Clarkston Community Schools has always had great sports teams, and one of those teams is the Clarkston Ski Team. That's why we chose to interview one of the coaches and one of the skiers for the ski team.
It's not like you just show up at a basketball, gymnasium and there's basketballs, hoops already set up and, everybody just goes to shoot. We've got this blank canvas of a hill. So we got to haul gates up to the top of the hill. We've got to drill in holes and place gates, so every course is a little bit different, and then we have to coach the kids, and then we got to take everything down. And that's like a general idea. One, we are unbelievably good. We are the fastest team in the state south of Traverse City. It's tough to beat those up north teams, but we're almost there. But we beat everybody else in the state, and we're just a good group of people. Everyone really cares about the sport, which is really fun. Especially when you're a coach, it's never good. I've been coaching. This is my 32nd season of sports, and it's never good when the coach cares more than the athlete. And in our case, we're really lucky because the athletes care so much. I love the sport, and I love skiing, and I love racing, and I love just coaching in general because it's fun. It's fun to have those interactions outside of a classroom. So it's a great question. We had one of our athletes this year was one of the best skiers in the state. She was amazing. Her name was Cameron Thomas, and she was top 10 in giant slalom and almost top 10 in slalom, because that's what we do. We do there's basically two sports going on. You have slalom, and then you have giant slalom. Giant slalom is a little more turny, and then slalom is a little tighter. We're a fantastic team, and we rarely ever beat those up north teams, but we ended up in third place. So we ended up knocking out, I think it was Marquette that year, or one of the Traverse cities. So it was a big accomplishment. Every single day. Every single day we have 12 teams out on the hill at Pine Knob, and we train with all of them. Our region we do a lot of work with because it takes a lot of work, and a lot of the coaches from other schools aren't as good as us, so they lean on us a lot to set a course, and then they'll use our course. So it takes a village to really make this whole ski community good.
Yeah, so all 4 years I've been in high school, we made it as a team to states, and then I've qualified as an individual the last 2 years as well. So slalom is, it's the slower of the two disciplines. It's tighter turns, and you're skiing through vertical combinations, so they'll stack up gates instead of left and right. They'll have them straight up and down the hill, so you're kind of taking a straight line through the gates.
Yes.
GS is giant slalom, so it's similar to slalom, but it's much wider turns, and you'll see a lot more what's called a through gate, where instead of setting one turn into another turn, it makes one big long turn down the hill. And then you don't have any of those vertical combinations that were in slalom.
Your competition. What do you do?
So the biggest difference is there's two things. A regular competition down here at Pine Knob, we will race 7 athletes, and the top 4 fastest athletes will score. At states, we're only allowed to race 6, and the top 4 fastest will score. But that's just a determination that the SEMSO League made so that we can get more people racing. And then the second is that we do both disciplines on the same day on state finals, so it'll be GS and slalom in the same day instead of the 2 separate days like we do it down here.